So, if you're a tap handle collector, you probably know exactly what this is, and that's because of lawsuits. So, let's get this thing unboxed so we can check it out. And I'll give you all a little bit of details on this. So, I just got this. I don't know how this is going to be packaged. Hopefully, it's in fairly good shape. I'm going to be very sad if it is not. This is the Nola Brewing Mechahopzilla. It is very notable, the naming on this. There are two different variants of this tap handle. There is this one, and then there is the red version. I'm super glad that the person that sent this packed this well. That's super nice of them. And so there's two different versions of this, as I was mentioning. There is this version, and then there's also the red version. So the way the story goes, and sometimes I get it slightly wrong, is that Nola Brewing released their beer, Hopzilla, or something similar, and they were relatively promptly sued by the corporation or estate that controls the Godzilla name, which kind of makes sense. And they were not successful in their suit, or Nola Brewing wasn't, I should say, that the company that owns the Godzilla name and property was successful, and so that meant that Nola Brewing had to stop using that Mechahopzilla, so this design. So this, if I remember correctly, is the original one. And then what happened is that Nola Brewing did a new version, which was just called Mecha, I believe, no longer the Hopzilla. It was the same design except for different colors, so it was red instead. And they released that. If I remember correctly, there was a follow-up lawsuit saying, or follow-up communication saying, nah, can't do that either. And so that one, if I remember correctly, is also discontinued. But very interesting to note, because these are tap handles that you pretty much can't get. So it won't be reproduced again. It is limited. There's lawsuits around it, or at least legalese around it. So that means that if you have one of these, or if you find one of these, then it's a great find. It, by its very nature, is going to be super limited quantity. It's also just a cool tap handle. I do love the Nola Brewing taps. This is a great one. One of the things you'll notice about the Nola Brewing taps that you always want to keep an eye out for is the ferrule at the bottom. Most of them are going to be anodized kind of like that, so it will be a various different color. So you do want to make sure that you're seeing that when you're looking at them to make sure that they are complete. Obviously, if it's in the box, then that's normally going to be a fairly complete tap. All right, hope you guys enjoy.